Hey guys, Fawkes1989 here again with another episode. Well, I shouldn't say another episode of much of anything because I'm pretty sure you've never seen one of these before. This is called a Commodore 64 basic screen. And trust me, it's one of those blue screens you want to see. Um, that was a weird noise. Sorry for that. To put it simple, I've got Fraps working again. I tried to put up a video on Containment Breach, but unfortunately, it didn't record any audio because debut sucks ass. It used to be cool, now it's not. So, a few things I wanted to go over before I start. Blarka, blarka, blarka. Anyways, so first and foremost, I wiped my hard drive after trying to save a few files, such as Fraps and stuff. And unfortunately, that bunged a couple of my files. Fraps wouldn't work. Final Fantasy VII is not working. Steam wouldn't work. I got that one fixed. Just among a few things. As you can see, I've got Fraps working again. I was attempting to use Debut, but it didn't work. As you can see behind me there, I've got my consoles all set up, and my Hapag is over there. And with my brand new laptop, which is currently in my backpack, I can record from them over there and then edit on that PC. And I can also record and edit on this PC, but I want to do most of my editing on the laptop. That's kind of what I got it for. So just a few things there that I wanted to go over. For the next little while, I might be taking a break from some of my main walkthroughs until I can get everything fixed and going again. And I'm going to work on some Commodore 64 stuff. Now, I grew up on a Commodore 64. Although the first thing I ever played, as far as I can remember, was a TurboGrafx 16. I wasn't allowed to play it very often, which, considering how good I am for the games... this, however, I had one of these in my room, and I'd play it practically non-stop from about the age of 4. So, I'm well-versed now. That doesn't want to work. There you go. Oops, back off. Whenever you would, the Commodore 64, if you guys look it up, how it used to work is, you had the keyboard was the computer, like everything was contained within the keyboard. It was really cool. You hooked the keyboard up to any TV, and it worked. It had a joystick, which was consistent of just the base, which usually was suction cupped to the table, as well as just the stick. You know, it goes in basic 8 directions, just like any standard joystick. And it had a button on top, usually, or else a trigger, and then a button on the base. Sometimes they did separate things, sometimes they didn't. Most of the times they didn't. Like, for example, pushing up would be jump, and pushing the fire buttons, as we call it, would, you know, make your little guy fire his gun or whatever, you know, depending on what game you're playing. However, to load games, you actually had to type in BASIC, which is what you're seeing here on the screen. So, for example, most of the games that we had were on floppy diskettes. Now, if you knew exactly what game was on a particular one, you would be able to write L, shift lock O. There you go. I'm trying to remember what button it was. Now, when I was like 4 years old, I didn't call that a quotation mark because I didn't know what the frick quotation mark was. So my parents told me to call it dig-a-dig. So that's what I say. If you hear me say El Shafako dig-a-dig, blah, 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 that's what I mean by dig-a-dig. It's a quotation mark. Now, if you already knew the name of the game, like the one I'm going to be playing today is Ghostbusters, you would type in the name, another dig-a-dig, and then comma 8, comma 1 to load the game. Now, it's not going to find it because I don't have a diskette in. However, if you wanted a list of the files that were on the diskette, then once you get to this point, you would put in a $sign, and then another dig-a-dig, and then comma 8. And that would load up the list. And then you'd be able to view the files, and then if you simply put the L shift lock O, and then the items already listed with the quotation marks on either side of the program, and then you scroll to the end, put the comma 8, comma 1, it would automatically load it for you. However, welcome to the world of modern computer, where you can just hit File and load and run. So we're going to load and run, and we're going to play Ghostbusters. Now, this actually bears a lot of similarities to the original NES version. For example, the one that the nerd did and obviously doesn't like very much. Yes, I like your beautiful name. Can we continue with the game now? Hang on. I love this. Gotta let this play for a few minutes. Ghostbusters! If there's something strange in the neighborhood, who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Oh. Ghostbusters for professional paranormal investigations and eliminations. We're ready to believe you. To form a Ghostbusters franchise in your city, please state your name, last comma first. I'm not putting my real last name. Screw you, Internet. No, I don't want to turn on filter keys. Filter keys can go F itself. I have the exact same first and last name. Do you have an account? I do not. In that case, welcome to your new business. As a new franchise owner, the bank will advance you $10,000 for equipment. Use it wisely. Good luck. Now, as you can see, one of the cars is higher than 10,000. Reason being is, at the end of the game, you'll be given an account number. If you're still in the positives when you lose/win the game, you can reload that exact same account and whatever money was in it, so you get more money than you did last time. Of course, we are going to buy the 1963 hearse, which is the actual Ghostbusters car. That is not the actual Ghostbusters car. That is a horrible blotch of pixels. But that's okay. It's an emulator. So how this works here is my joystick is not working. I'm using this for some reason. Yes, it is. Okay, apparently it's using my PS3 controller. Okay, so here's what they are. The PK energy detector allows you to see the PKE meter on the screen. The PKE meter basically is your timer until the end of the game. The image intensifier allows you to see ghosts on the map. The marshmallow sensor will give you a little bit of incoming time whenever a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is about to appear. 2. Ghost Bait allows you to capture ghosts whenever they are not ghosts, the Marshmallow Man, which will prevent you from losing $4,000 every time he stamps a building flat. Trust me, you're going to need it. The Ghost Vacuum allows you to suck up ghosts that are on the road, you'll see what I mean. And traps, of course, allow you to capture traps. Now, I could take a 4th, but I'm only going to take 3. So that's always what I did. You push E to end and you go into the game. Now, the red flashing buildings like that are the ones that are possessed. So you go over it, you push up, and you push your button. Oh, that's bad. Now, the amount of time you actually spend driving around on the map reflects how much time you actually have spent on the road. However, unlike in the NES version, there is no other cars on the road, and you don't have to worry about gas. So you drop your trap, position your first, you only get 2 Ghostbusters, and left and right make the Ghostbusters get close to each other. He can't pass the stream, so once he's trapped, you catch him by hitting the fire button. If you cross the streams, you have to go back to headquarters. Now that's one of my traps full. I gotta remember that, because if I have no empty traps... Now this building here was purple, was it? Yes. Purples are probable counters. So if you need a little extra money, and there's no actual call, you can go there and score a little bit extra cash. If there's actually ghosts there. There's not. There was. You saw him flash here for a minute. Maybe he's across the street. I moved, so now I have to drive. Nope. Now, as you can see, the CD's PKE energy, or psychokinetic energy. Crap. Oh, get over it. Get over it. You can't move them further, so you can only move them closer to each other. That's 2 traps full. Now, whenever the energy reaches 999, that's the only time Zool, or the Gatekeeper and the Keymaster can meet at the Zool building in the middle. And that's when the game advances to the next stage, presuming you have enough money, which I believe was over $10,000. If not, the game simply ends. No, he escaped. Nope. If you miss, he's going to slime one of your guys. And you have to go back to headquarters to get your guy cleaned off. If you get slammed twice, then you're not allowed to capture ghosts until you get you guys refreshed. And of course, you have to make sure you empty your traps every once in a while. Now you can see the ghosts. I'm trying to point my screen on the screen here, like this guy here. If you run over them, even just your arm like that, then what happens is you'll pass that ghost when you're driving. Now, if you do, you get him to touch your car sprite, and you push the fire button. And if you have the ghost vacuum, you'll suck them up. As far as I know, this doesn't give you any additional cash, but every time one ghost reaches the center where the Zool building is, it adds like 100 or something PK automatically to the thing. Now, you don't want to spend too much time driving around. If you go off a red building, back on, or a purple building, it sometimes often start just flashing for you. Nope. Let's suck that ghost. It'll be like Ghostbusters game, it's just gonna loop until the game is over. Oh, there's a ghost there this time. Gotcha. That makes me smile. Now, as you can see, these ghosts are quite further than they were last time. They actually do move while you are, for example, on the road or capturing a ghost. It's actually, when you think about it, relatively advanced technology, considering that this is mid-80s, early to mid-80s. It already has persistent worlds, automated voice. Like, that's an actual synthesized voice. It's not just somebody recording and then it being, like, jumbled up digitally. Yeah, that's pretty cool technology for the time. Ah, crap, he's standing the wrong way. Good thing I'm Bouse. I need to go refresh. I'm right by headquarters anyways. I have this really weird thing about driving in the center lane, so back off, okay? I think it's because it makes it easier to switch directions and capture the ghosts if necessary. Because don't forget, every ghost you miss is going to count towards your PKE energy. And look, I'm already at $3,000, only at $3,000, and it's already at $566. Remember if it's $9,999 or $999. You can see right on Broadway there, right approaching Broadway in First Intersection. you can see the key, or the lock. That's the gatekeeper, and then the key up on Park Ave is the gatekeeper. So the game ends whenever the two of them both hit Zool together, but it's not going to happen until the PK energy reaches a certain amount. The glitches are annoying. No, get down here. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. If you wait too long, they will simply just fly away. But this game is actually credited as being one of the most realistic representations of the movie. And, you know, I can see why. It's actually kind of really good. It's surprisingly accurate to the movie in the way that has Zool and the Gatekeeper and the Keymaster and the Marshmallow Man. Although the way the Marshmallow Man is represented is too realistic in the movie. But basically, you're business. You're out to make money. If you don't make enough money, you lose. You just happen to save the world in the process, that's all. You better go. Ghostbusters! Come on, get down here. Get down here. Come on, come on. Damn it. Gotcha. It's 2 traps full. I have 1 empty trap. Backpack power at 52% of max. 1 empty trap. 3 men left. Yep. So I'll capture this ghost here. Then we'll head off to HQ to refill up on energy and empty my traps. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering how to do that, say you hit spacebar. And it gives you basically a status update for how your team's doing. Basically, how it happens is if you see the four ghosts on the field suddenly fly to form over one building, that means a Marshmallow Man's appearing there. Quickly hit B, and you can stop that from happening. Not sure if I actually hit that second one or not. I don't think so. Start being relatively quiet. I just love the song, you know that? Damn it. Come on. No. Gotcha. Almost didn't for a second. Yeah, that was only my first one. Couldn't remember if that was after I had just got a capture or not. Come on. There we go. I thought this one here would go up, so I thought it was blinking purple there. We're at 20 minutes already. This one can go for quite a play session, so. Then again, I also spent about 5, almost 10 minutes talking at the beginning too, so. How about this? After I capture this ghost, I'm going to speed it up until the game starts getting more interesting. Until, you know, the marshmallow man starts appearing and all that. No, one of them. Busted makes you feel good. Oh, let me break speed up for a minute just to say, I also forgot to mention that if you're in between two buildings, like I am now, the upper building, lower building, you have to push the joystick in the direction you want of the building you want before you push the button. I think if you just don't touch joystick, it'll mainly default to the top building. Like for Ghostbuster headquarters, it's still on the bottom, so you actually have to pull down, or else you'll visit the top building instead. Okay, well, I think I've sped it up enough. As you can see, we're now over 1,000 PKE, so things should start hopefully getting interesting soon. Get down here, you flying little bugger. Thank you. Got one more empty trap, and there's one house below that needs... And of course, I'm right beside headquarters, too. I'm just keeping my finger on the B button here, that way in case we get any all of a sudden marshmallow attacks, I'm ready for them. Okay. Apparently we missed out on that one. As you can tell, the ghosts are now moving faster. I don't think you can tell that when it's sped up because we'll sped up. But I think it's every 100 they move ever so slightly faster. So now that we're 1,000 up, they should be moving about 10 times faster. Given they were moving pretty darn slow before. That was close. 2 traps left. Come on. Here's the emergencies. Here's one. This is going to be a long drive. While we're here, why don't we talk about the ghost vacuum? I'm not sure if you noticed, but they actually do get sucked up into the sprite of the vacuum, which is right here. So they kind of started here, but then they, oops, get sucked up, and you can see them shrinking up towards here. So that's kind of interesting. There we go. Hey! Drive was so long that he flew away just as I got there. 2,000. The actual rate at which PK increases also increases as time goes on. So one more trap left. Better go empty that. I can see the ghosts are moving quite fast at this point. You come back. You. One more ghost to suck up. Jesus Christ, we're at half an hour already. Then again, that's not counting the sped up time, but even speeding it up to 5 times, it's really not going to take much more than 5 or 10 minutes off. Dang it. Ah, darn it. Still got 2 men left. Come on, get in there. As you can tell, this is getting a little hectic at this point. Wrong. I pushed B by accident. Dang it. Get over here. Hurry up! Get over here! Gotcha. 2 traps, 2 men. Oh, bull crap! That caught him. Holy Jesus. I got 3 alarmed buildings, 2 ghosts almost at the Zool one. I doubt I'll be able to get to them in time. Nope. Come on. See, at this point, there's no reason to actually attempt to run over the ghosts, but if you happen to, good for you. Because they're starting to get really fast now. Stay Puffed is going to start showing up soon. Ghosts going to be popping up left, right, and centers in buildings. Oh, that was close, almost across the streams. Oh, that was crappy. I'm only at 9,400, so I don't have enough to actually beat the game should I end up losing this one, so I have to be careful. Jesus Christ, you see that speeding? Whoa! Increase when they hit 5K. That was huge. It went boom. I like how the actual vacuum volume gets lower too whenever I go to suck something up, and the music's just coming to an end.
Ghostbusters!
Marshmallow Man! Mayor awards you $2,000 for averting Marshmallow Man disaster. Or Marshmallow catastrophe. Marshmallastrophe? I didn't see the ghost. I thought I ran him over. Maybe I missed him in the split second I looked away.
Ghostbusters!
Oh, the ghost pit calls him to you. I didn't see that. No empty traps. But I just wasted a ghost pit. I think you only get 3. Yep. Okay. No. Come on. Yes, way. Supposed to be the other way because I let the camera get over here. Nope.
He slimed me!
Actually thinking on this point it might actually be a better idea just to sit there and let the ghost go in and let the time rack up because I have more than enough money. Catch this ghost here, which is right across from the Ghostbuster station, and then head back to HQ.
Ghostbusters!
Crap, I pushed my B button, I must be out of bait. No? Okay. So here's the... Oh, I had exactly 10,000. Holy crap. Here's the part I never got past. You have to get through his legs. But it's insanely difficult. You failed to close the portal to the spirit world and Zool has taken over your city. You made more money than you started with, so the bank will raise your credit limit to 10,000. It was 10,000. Your new account number is 00242500. Write this number down for future use. So next time I start a game, I can, even if I completely close and go back in, or even if you want to, if you own this game yourself, on a real Commodore or on an emulator, you can put in that number and you will be given the higher credit limit. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. That was Ghostbusters. Now, my opinion, it's a far better version than the NES one. No tapping the button to climb upstairs. At least not that I know of. Like I said, I've never gotten past the Stay Puft. So, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I'll catch you guys later on Fawkes1989, signing off.